Okay, and we are live. So I think this is the third or the fourth episode of our Hackathon Winners Demo Day. So my name is Kate Stapleton. I'm the community lead of Axelar, and I'm here with Ahmed from. Do you want to do a quick intro of yourself?
Okay, yeah, I'm Ahmed from India, and I'm full stack Web3 developer. I'm currently in my final year. Like I'm pursuing computer engineering. And currently I'm focusing more on blockchain. So it's around a year that I'm in blockchain. I have previous Web2 experience and also game development and mobile development stuff. So yeah, I was focusing on integrating all this knowledge like smart contract development, game development, and also like web development. So I try to combine that stuff in one project, I'll say.
Awesome. Build is one of the two winners from the HD Games H.E.R Hackathon. The other team wasn't able to join. But HD Games was a 2-day hybrid hackathon, so half IRL in LA and half online. It was powered by H.E.R, Women Hack, and Ave's Lair. So Axelar's bounty, we had a bounty at the hackathon for using Axelar GMP for sending interchain messages and tokens, and the prize pool was 5,000 USDC. Also, each winning Axelar team, which is pretty standard for all the hackathons we participate in, has priority access to grants for continuing to build out the project and funding to keep building. So I will hand it over to you, Ahmed, to run through, just a quick, or as long as you want, a demo of what you were able to build during the 2-day hackathon.
Yeah, sure. So I'll share my screen. So is it visible? Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Cool.
oh, there we go.
Okay, so this is small, I'll say presentation which I have created. So Build It is a metaverse project which provides users with the ability to own virtual land within a map. A user can place items on the land they own and even sell the land to other users. So basically, the land is ERC 721 tokens, so NFT, non fungible tokens, while the items are represented as ERC 1155 tokens. And so the mission statement of Build It is to revolutionize the virtual ownership and creativity. So we want to provide true ownership and customization uh, as its metaverse. So we are focusing on virtual land and also the item trading. So item that can be placed on the virtual land, also vibrant and immersive environment, and we want to empower and the creativity. So the more creative you are, the better chances are there that you can do good trades on the metaverse and be top on the leadership board. So the problem which we saw before starting the project was the lack of true ownership and customization in virtual worlds. So there is limited control and customizations when it comes to many you can say virtual world, and there are economic limitations, and it's a widespread impact because we are talking about virtual world and not a physical space, so it's not country specific, and there's a demand for solution of this all problem. So the solution which Build It provides, so the user can own virtual land, and we will go through the demo too. And they can customize their space by placing items and designing it and trading those items and land. They can engage in a digital economy through the marketplace. They can also enjoy gasless transactions. um, so why use Build It metaverse? So as we already mentioned, we want to provide true ownership, and we are also focusing on immersive and creative experience. Also for user better user experience, um, we have integrated with popular wallets. So like when it comes to MetaMask, Coinbase, Wallet Connect and all, the user can also transfer their items like ERC 115 tokens from one chain to another chain. So the total amount of items on all the chain will be same, it will be constant, so the tokenomics is maintained. uh, Continuing to that part, uh, we are also providing secure trading and its transparency. There is vibrant trading system, so you can create different kind of listing. We will talk about that later. And also, we want to focus on continuous development and community engagement. So let us go through the demo. So we are supporting the 4 chains. So basically, let's say I'm currently on my Phantom testnet. So this land, if you see, is highlighted. So the map is you can use WASD or arrow key to navigate throughout the map. And this map is of 15 by 15 size. We can have different size of map. While deploying the map contract, we have to add the map size. And this land is also calculated while deployment of the map contract. So this is the land which I own, and these are the items which I have placed on the land. So I can use edit to add more stuff here, or we can design it. We can delete stuff if you want, and by pressing confirm, it will confirm confirm this stuff, confirm this state. So what basically happen is when we confirm the let's say if I place more road here, so this road are ERC1155 tokens. It will be transferred from the user account, that is my account, to this map contract, and only owner can edit the map. So let's say if I want to get back some tokens, I can delete it, and I will get back some ERC115 tokens. And if I want to sell these tokens individually on any marketplace, I can do that, or I can sell this land along with these items. So let me go through the marketplace. So this the listing was created, and you can see you can buy the listing from here like this. But let me show the other chain which have more land. So this account own one land, and this land was sold, so that's why it's not highlighted. But this is the empty land which have no items placed. So let us go to marketplace. And okay, so it was like RPC URL error. So okay, so this button is like for gasless transactions. So if we enable it and reconnect our wallet, it will enable gasless transactions. So all the contracts implements ERC2771 context. So we have a relayer, Open Zeppelin relayer, which will fund all the gas fees. And from here we can transfer utils from one chain to another. So let's say if I'm on Phantom testnet and I want to transfer my let's say these items from to Polygon Mumbai, then I can select let's say road, and let's say the amount is 10. So basically when we transfer it, what will happen is first we will get an estimate gas amount which we need to pay. So so this is the estimate gas amount. So to get this estimation, we were using this Axelar API to get the estimate gas fee. So we are using this SDK, and then we are fetching this. We have deployed this REST API on Vercel. This is Next.js project, and from this game we are fetching it and adding the gas value. And then once the transaction is executed, you can see we have done 4 of the transaction for testing. So this was done from Polygon to Phantom, and it took around 6 minutes or so. And there are similar transactions from Phantom to Polygon, and again repeated same to test all this stuff. This is mentioned on also GitHub repo, so you can refer the repo for more details. And okay, so okay, so like there are 3 folders here. So the backend folder contains the Vercel project, the Next.js project, which was handling the Axelar SDK and all the REST API for that. The client is the Unity project. So this client is we have deployed the game for like WebAssembly. So WebGL, okay, it's not WebAssembly, it's WebGL. So the game was deployed for WebGL. So you just need a browser and and the wallet to play the game. You don't need to install any APK or extension or executable. and and the and the smart contracts, it is Foundry and Hardhat hybrid project. So Hardhat was used to deploy all the contracts, and Foundry was used to do the testing on all. So if you go to SRC folder, you will see there are currently 5 contracts, and this is the Axelar interface and all. So the forwarder is to forward the gas transactions, gasless transactions. It's like for ERC 2771 context, and the utils is the items. So these ERC 1155 items are from util contract, and the marketplace is to maintain the marketplace. So if I go to marketplace, and so we can create two types of listing. There is direct listing and auction listing, and we can also set price in USD. So what direct listing will do, let's say if I set the price of 10, so 10 will be 10 ETH, it is native token. So when I create the listing, as soon as user buy it, they will get this land at the same time. And if I set in USD, so it will be 10 USD at the time of user is buying. So let's say if currently 10 USD means, let's say 0.01 ETH, and after 5 days someone buy it, and at that time price is different, so that live price will be considered. So for that we are using chainlink oracle to get latest price using price feed. And this is auction. So you can add the minimum bid amount which user should do, the duration of the auction, and the you need to fund your auction oracle. So this is the link token. And once you have created this, after the duration, the user who have done the highest bid will get this land. So this was two types of listing which you can create. And if I go through the, let's say, contracts, so if I go through util contracts, and it also implement Excel executable, because we are doing cross chain transfer of these util items. So when this function is executed, it is executed to do cross chain transfer, and this execute will be called by the Axelar relay, which will when the message is passed, it will call this executable, and it will do all the testing stuff. And so when we do the cross chain transfer, the the tokens are burned from this chain, and then when on other chain the execute function will be called, and it is minted there. So you can see it's minted, so the total supply will be constant. So the tokenomics is maintained, so we don't need to worry about liquidity issues. And let's go to map contract. And if you see on constructor, we are considering the size of map. Per size is the size of land which user can get, and other details. And then they can place items, they can remove items on all other contracts. So you can place multiple items, update multiple items. And this is for the receiving this is for the gasless transactions. And if you go to marketplace, so these are the price feed. And for the when the listing is done and duration is completed, we need to automatically close the listing, and for that also we are using oracle to automate the task. So this check upkeep will and perform upkeep will create the perform upkeep check upkeep will see whether the automation have to do or not. So when the check upkeep returns true, then it will be it the shielding contract or oracle will be calling this perform upkeep, and it will calculate the winner. So from these are for creating listing. And the faucet was created, so if let's say you don't own any of the land or the tokens, so for the hackathon we have deployed this faucet contract, so you can get a land and also a few tokens, so to test the project, to play with the project and all. And yeah, yeah, so basically like uh the forward is for ERC 2771 context. And yeah, Okay, yeah, cool. So for testing the contracts we have done, so if you go to test folder, there we have tested the map and marketplace. So we are consider you can go through all the tests if you want, and you can run the test. And we have done some first testing on Foundry, so to make sure uh, the project is secure as per what we can, and same for marketplace. So if you go through the repo, there are installation process are maintained, and you can go through this. And and once you execute the transaction on, let's say you transfer utils from one chain to another, then you will get a transaction hash, and you can enter it here. And this explorer, it is very good, like it will show you what the status of the your transaction, and you can see the status. And once it's executed, you can go through other chain and see whether you got or not. Most probably you will get the token. And I guess that's cool. uh, let's go through the next part. So what's next, which we are focusing on build it. So topmost priority will be for the beta launch. We'll be considering the to get this contract audited, so to make sure no funds are safe. And we want to deploy multiple maps of different sizes. So basically now there's only one map. If you can see this piece of land is 15 by 15. uh, we want to deploy more map contract of different properties, and it will be showing side by side or basically something like that. Gasless transaction is there, but we still need to focus more on gasless transaction. Cross chain integration is done, and we are focusing on having cross chain marketplace. But there are a lot of caveat, I would say, having cross chain marketplace. But it will be great, I would say. But we are focusing on that, considering a secure architecture for cross chain marketplace. It might take some time, but no issues. Also the customizations and variety of items. So if you see there are three items, we can deploy more, we can mint more tokens and have more items. But these are few static items. You can't interact with it, like once it's placed you can remove it and place it. We are thinking about adding dynamic items, or maybe some mines and all, where it will be minting more tokens like when you place the items or not. So so different kind of items with different properties, dynamic items most probably. And the most important part will be to engage with the community and get the feedback, like what they want, what more we can add it. So this stuff we are using third web SDK and Ethereum library to interact with the EVM compatible chains. And the Axelar was used to facilitate cross-chain transaction. And for more details about, if you want to see how exactly we integrate Axelar on contract side, then you can refer the utils contract. And basically you can go through these two functions which handle uh, full cross chain transfer part. uh, it looks small but it does big job, I would say. And also for UI part, to get the data and all, you can refer this on backend, the app. And these are two routes. For Exceler will give you the gas estimation, and this route will give you the status of the transaction hash which you have done. So you can go through this file if you want, you can refer it. And also you can, if you want to go through, you can install and to compile and test all the stuff. So I would say that's it. uh,
Awesome. Well, there we go. So thank you for that, kind of the code deep dive, talking about how you used Axelar in the project. Had you used or built on Axelar before the hackathon, or was this your first time working with Axelar on the back end?
So it was my first time, but I have heard about Exeter a lot many times. Like basically, when when I came to this, you can say Web3 space, whenever I listened, let's say cross-chain stuff, and on application side, whenever we need to deploy, let's say some cross-chain integration, then most probably the protocol which I listened was Axelar. Like it's pretty standard, industry standard, I believe. Like it provides a lot of functionality and it's also well established, I would say. So I was pretty excited using Axelar, I would say.
Nice. So, how was from a builder's perspective, good or bad? How was your experience using Axler, the documentation, testing things out, integrating into the project? How was it, overall to use our tools in SDK?
It was very great experience. Like documentation was also great, I would say. There was separate documentation for smart contract side, and also Exceler provide SDK. So also their Explorer is great. So we can see the live status of the cross-chain transfer is happening. And I would say it was very simple. Like we can just add one or two functions, and it will handle the complex cross-chain transfer part. I would say that's great. That was very easy to do, and also the documentation was answering all the question, I would say. And there was example contract too, so it was very easy to develop and try it.
Awesome. Well, we love to hear it. Thanks again for for participating in our bounty, and congratulations. So for anyone who wants to kind of learn more about both Build It and the other winning project for the HD Games and H.E.R Hackathon, the blog post including all the demos and project descriptions, as well as a link to the GitHub, will be live next week. And so if anyone, is interested in participating in Hackathon in the future, keeping up with the hackathons, keeping up with the projects, you can join our Discord and then grab the Axelar Builders role. So we have the Dev Tavern, which you can chat with our engineering team, our DevRel team, as well as our technical moderators. And we also have a hackathon channel as well, dedicated to sharing blog posts, sharing upcoming hackathons, and then sharing, the really cool winning projects that get submitted. So the next hackathon that we'll be participating in is ETH Toronto on the 15th and 16th of August for all of our Canadian or North American builders. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for hopping on the stream for that really, really great demo and code walkthrough. And congrats again.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Awesome. Have a great one.
Yeah, bye.